Hi and welcome to Manibil. I want to take a little moment to reflect and comment on one of my videos, which was the first video in my second series of deconstructions of Bernardo Kastrup's analytic idealism. And I mentioned that the threat of violence against me for deconstructing his philosophy and what is sort of shrouded in copyright infringement and so on, right? That might be so, but there's no doubt about what is going on, right? Or there shouldn't be. And if you don't understand how these things work, you are part of the problem, not the solution, right? So, and Ken Daniel, as the name is, sorry if I butcher your name, but you say, where is the death threat? All I heard was a lawyer informing you that you infringed upon copyright. All you heard, okay, let me clarify what you should have heard, right? And I switched to the actual message I got from Essentia. And I've sort of covered up details that you don't need to see sort of personal information of mine, right? They say, dear Mr. X, thank you for your email. Bernardo Kastrup cannot be reached at this address regarding your repeated reproducing, it must be repeated reproduction, of our copyrighted material in your uploaded videos. Our position has already been clarified to you and remains the same. We cannot tailor our policy to individual circumstances or subjective assessments. Our policy is clear, reasonable, more permissive than the law, and objective. And then it comes. As such, we reserve the right to legally enforce our copyrights. Enforce, that's an appeal to force, right? Force is how should you put it in a metaphysical or physical manner, right? Inflicting some kind of action upon a person that is based on force, right? And force is in Newtonian fashion, matter acting upon other matter, and that other matter would be me as a person, right? So it cannot be said any clearer without saying it directly, right? Okay. As per the applicable laws, right, laws are nothing but an opinion enforced with a gun, right? I have the opinion that these people should be treated like this if they do this, right? And what are inflicted through laws is enforcement of violence, right? A law is just somebody saying, if you do this, we are going to inflict violence on you, right? And we are going to keep inflicting violence until you either submit or you're dead, right? You have to understand that's what's going on. Otherwise, you're completely willfully ignorant about how this kind of shit works, right? As per applicable laws, at a time and manner of our choosing, you persist on this infringement and your own risk. Okay, and that risk they're referring to, that's the threat of murder, right? And to make this even more clear, let me show you a clip here by a guy called Barack Obama.
The core of our military's relationship to the nation and how accountability is structured. I think you are privatizing something that is what essentially sets a nation state apart, which is the monopoly on violence.
And if you want to see it in full blown effect, then I can show you this video, which is a recent one that has been circling around the news recently in France. If I can get it rolling. Takes a little while apparently. And it states it says Are you sure you want to see this? Because it's violent, right? And the title is from NBC News. Video shows the moment a French police officer opens fire on car as it drives away. Now, I might want to, before we see this clip, why is he firing on the car? Right? Or is he firing on the person? Why is he not saying, why are they not saying where a French police officer murders another human being, right? No, he opens fire on a car. He's not fucking shooting the car, is he, right? He doesn't think that the car is dangerous. He thinks possibly that whatever human being is in there is dangerous, right? So this is also how linguistically all this violence that is built into the system is covered up always. It's never mentioned, right? It's never mentioned. So and this he shoots the guy apparently in the chest, and you could hear the shot, right? These are those who are enforcing the laws, right? Shooting people in the chest for not obeying the laws, right? Can I say it any more clearly? Right? I mean, what does it take to enlighten people on this particular aspect of how things work? I mean, I rest my case, right? Okay, see you in the next one.